Kindly subscribe to YouTube channel and follow on Facebook page at Dr. Zabby's Talk Show.
Ọmọ tí ò lẹ́bi tí ò lára, ọmọ tí ò lénìyàn kankan, ìyá máa jẹ́ gbé ni. Ìyá máa jẹ́ gbé ni. Ṣé bó ṣe rí nìyẹn tàbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ lọ wò ó wá. Let's go there.
The dirty part of Nigerian Christianity that we need to stop. This part that we always think that our people is cursed, that we are coming from some funny generational curses. I saw a tweet, a lady saying that she broke a generational curse, in her family because she's the first graduate in the family. You see, that thing is a lie and it's not scriptural. And I know that Nigerian pastors, some Nigerian pastors deliberately push that narrative. You are rubbishing your lineage. You are rubbishing the effort of your parents, your grandparents. So you very much cannot enjoy the grace that they carry. See, personally, my grandmother was one of the biggest kundi seller in Osun State. If you are in Odio, you will know her. Built houses, did a lot. My father didn't have a professional, job. But of course, I worked in the bank. I did things. It would be stupid of me to think I break some generational curses on my father because I can speak English or something that he couldn't do. Dude in the 90s was one of the biggest fashion designer in Ibadan. My father at that time had in the Yemetu police station, that football field. He held a 3-bedroom flat then in the 90s that he was using as a fashion house. Like, you will go there, you will see about 10 people or the machine sewing for him. He sold for the governor, at least I knew he was sewing for KSA then. All those designs, or King Sonny Ade, he was sewing for Baba Salah. Those are the people that I knew he was sewing for. The Jackondis of this world, they were my father's clients. Now, me thinking I got a job, I'm not better. That's the cause of my father. Don't allow shallow pastors demonize your heritage. If you are a Christian and you care to read the Bible at all, you will notice that in the Bible, you will hear them say, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. These people are referencing their parents, their fathers, their generation. But somehow, some shallow pastors are giving you the impression that your own is cursed. See, that the Nigerian God, don't follow it. Follow the real God. Find the Bible yourself and read it yourself. Don't let anybody allow you to demonize your people. And I know that I want to go to Lake will come under this post and be saying, don't worry, until you have problem, until you have village people. I live in England, and England is built on sorcery, magic. This country is built on blood of people that they killed around the world, of people that they massacred, of slaves. So it's not doing them anything. Why is they're prospering? Those blood are not crying, but it is the blood that your own great grandfather did that is crying on you. So you have to be deep. It's not that deep. Read the Bible for yourself.
Mo kí wá ipa kó ojú ọjọ́ ṣeré. Mo kí ẹ̀yin ìyá, mo kí ẹ̀yin bàbá, mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n, mo kí àbúrò. Èmi ọmọ yín náà ni, olólùfẹ́ yín. Ààyè ọ̀pẹ ẹ̀yọ̀ ṣe yọ lọ́dọ̀ títí yín náà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ò tí ì tán. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣì ń lọ. Àwa ọmọ kóòtù ojíire. Aláàṣìnà sẹ́ àṣe mistake. Bọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí mo ṣe sọ, ànígbà wo ni? Èmi ò mọ̀, àkókò wo ni mi ò mọ̀. Bọ̀ kí ni mo mọ̀? Mo mọ̀ wípé àló ti di gbangba. Ó ti di dandan wípé a máa bọ́ nínú oko ẹrú, ó ń ṣi ọmọ olókùú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Kí má bàa gbà wá ní àkókò, rẹ́rẹ́ wo ló run? Ibo lọ́n ti bá ilé yìí? Nínú ilé ìjọsìn. Ìyẹn ti ẹ̀kọ́ ló jẹ́ kinní fún wa. Torí a ti róríṣiríṣi. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kójú wa gan máa wò báyìí. A ti gbọ́ oríṣiríṣi. Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kí tiwa di. Ojú ti rí tó níbi tó ń pè ní location 419 yẹn. Ojú mà rí o, etí mà gbọ́ o. Ìyá mi, bàbá mi, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àtàbúrò mi àti ẹ̀yin ẹlẹgbẹ́ mi. Láti ìgbà tí mo ti máa ń wo nǹkan tí Dr. Abati tó máa ń sọ, ó sọ eléyìí náà Mr. Oseni tí ẹ máa ń sọ òun máa ń fọ́jú abẹ́ǹkóńgbà lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan bóyá torí kò dẹ̀ ń ṣe pátì ọ̀rọ̀ pátì dẹ̀kọ́ ni but Mr. Abati kudos to Mr. Abati and Mr. Oseni lórí Arise TV tó o bá gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ tán o ò ní mọ reason tí mo fi ń sọ pé nínú eléyìí o wọ́n gbìyànjú fún ìjọmọ ènìyàn. Ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ, ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré lọ kó àwọn videos náà wá.
War against illicit drugs, where the operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has arrested the founder and general overseer of the Turn of Mercy Church, Prophet Adefolusho Anu, for masterminding multiple shipments of illicit drugs into Nigeria. We have more in this report.
Prophet Adefolusho was arrested at his church location in Okun Aja Ogombo Road in the Lekki area of Lagos State last Sunday by NDLEA officers who waited for him to conclude the worship service before his arrest. He had fled to Ghana to hide since June, when the operatives started trailing him following the seizure of 2 shipments of Ghana Loud, a strain of cannabis linked to him. The first seizure of 200 kilograms of the psychoactive substance was made at Okwaja Beach on the 3rd of June, while another consignment of 700 kilograms of the same substance was recovered from his delivery van on the 6th of July. In his statement, Prophet Adefolusho admitted ferrying the illicit consignments through the waterways from Ghana into Nigeria, adding that he had fled to the West African country to hide after he escaped arrest twice in the recent past. In another operation in Lagos State on the 7th of August, NDLEA operatives raided an apartment in Parkview Estate, Ikoyi, where they arrested a suspect and recovered 32 pouches of Canada Loud, a strain of cannabis with a weight of 15.6 kilograms. Similar arrests were made in Nasarawa, Kano, and Edo states by the operatives. In a statement signed by Femi Babafemi, the Director of Media and Advocacy, NDLEA Headquarters, Abuja, the Chairman Chief Executive Officer of the NDLEA, Brigadier General Muhammad Buba Marwa, retired, enjoined NDLEA operatives across the country to continue with the ongoing balanced approach to the control of illicit drug trade in Nigeria.
The female passenger who, according to Ibom Air, was removed from the airline after she refused to switch off her phone. And in a post on X late last night, Minister of Aviation Festus Keyamo made some key points related to her case. 1, she's now subject to an indefinite ban from airline operators of Nigeria, meaning she can no longer travel locally or internationally with any of the major Nigerian airlines. Number 2, she was charged to court, but is now in Kirikiri Correctional Center. For context, that's a jail in Lagos that's been known for some overcrowding. And 3, he has directed airlines to, quote, train and retrain their staff in public relations and how to deal with potentially explosive situations in order to defuse them or promptly nip them in the bud. But as that statement was released last night, Peter Obi released his own statement, calling out what he says are double standards with regards to K1 incident, the musician who recently had his own altercation with a ValueJet airline. And in a new message out just this morning, Obi says it's a tragic irony that a young lady in her 20s can be banned for life while we, her parents, commit worse crimes against humanity and are celebrated. Those in positions of authority perpetrate greater offenses that harm the nation deeply, yet move freely in comfort, shielded from consequences. So both Obi and the Minister of Aviation also talked about how unacceptable it was to film the indecent exposure of the woman in the video. So taking all of these elements together, I'll start with...
Okay, can I deal with the what I consider the substance of the matter that many commentators have expressed concern about? which is the lack of proportionality in the treatment of the two personalities that have been involved in this matter within the space of 1 week. One, August 5, the other one, August 10, 5 days later. Now, you had Kwam1. In the case of Kwam1, he was given a 6-month suspension, no-fly ban for 6 months with the allegation that, okay, investigations are still going. The pilot was given a suspension of a license for 6 months. In fact, Kwam1 will have escaped totally if Festus Keyamo, the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, did not step in to say, no, what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. And if you are going to sanction the captain of the aircraft, you will also sanction the affected personality who disrupted operations. But 5 days later, before then, Kwam1 had apologized. And some people, his fans, were saying, to err is human, to forgive is divine, he should be forgiven. He himself watched a record. Everybody turned the thing into an opportunity for amusement, with memes, with all kinds of things. But then, the implication occurred on August 10, with regard to Miss Comfort Emancing, that's her name, of the lady involved in the matter in the Akwa Ibom, or the Ibom flight from Uyo to Lagos. The story is that she was asked to switch off her phone, and she refused until an announcement was made by the pilot, and then another passenger snatched the phone from her and switched it off. They landed in Lagos. In Lagos, there had been conflicts during the flight between her and the cabin crew, particularly the purser. And then the crew said she will not go down from the plane. They called security, to arrest her or whatever. In the process, she was treated in a way that looked like they were dragging her, they were dehumanizing her, and that is what is being shown on the screen. Eventually, she was taken to Kirikiri Hotel. This is the point about the proportionality. Kwam1, who is a big man, got away lightly.
Kirikiri Hotel.
Is it Kirikiri Hotel? Oh, Kirikiri prison. Well, it became a hotel for somebody. Oh. That's the source of the confusion. When Portable was taken here, we thought he was in a hotel. But in any case, she was taken to Kirikiri to be arraigned subsequently. The Airlines Organization of Nigeria, AON, they slammed a lifetime ban on her for life. Complete ban. And then, of course, in all of this, the first matter is to look at the proportionality of the matter. The big man syndrome. The big man gets away with murder. The small person gets away with punishment. This does not justify the behavior of either Kwam1 or Kwam2, as Miss Comfort Emancing is now known. Now, I want to say that Miss Comfort Emancing has been unfairly treated. She has not been given the right to fair hearing because we have not heard from her. So, what is her side of the story? And then she's been given a lifetime ban by Airlines Operators Organization of Nigeria. Okay, did they listen to our own side of the story? And it's a total ban. Where is the opportunity for redress or for revision? So there is also a problem there. And I think Ms. Emansi and our supporters, they should proceed post-haste to a federal high court to say that our rights have been violated under sections 35, 36, and 41 of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria. Section 41 guarantees freedom of movement. And then exposing her and treating her in that manner amounts to dehumanization and torture, and exposing her vital assets. That amounts to, dehumanization. And that's why I take the point about how these airlines, their staff, require training in terms of how to relate to passengers. There will always be mad, misbehaving passengers, but they still have to be respected. They still have to be treated with dignity. Definitely. There are better ways in which Ms. Comfort and Mancy's matter you could have been handled. And I hope that this explanation will give comfort, not just to comfort ourselves, but to all the persons who have been arguing that we live in a country where what is good for the goose is not good for the gander. And Festus Keyamo, the minister, who brought up this issue in handling the case involving Kwam 1, should be reminded that in this case too, the principles that he defied also applies in this case.
Yeah, I think Rufai, very quickly.
In all we do in this country, and by your app this morning, we try to treat the symptoms, not the root cause of the problem. Are you surprised that an airline will not manage the issue properly? Are you surprised that there's a repeated action, that 2 airlines, 2 incidents have happened and they've mismanaged it? So it's a pattern in Nigeria. And are you surprised at the level of high-handedness by people that are said to be bigger people in society? It's also a pattern. And that's why I keep going back to the point that culture will eat strategy for breakfast. And there's a culture where some people get away with things and proportionality is not meted out. Are you surprised that the Commissioner of Police was quick to charge her to court in the first place? And in the same breath, the Commissioner of Police in the FCT was not quick to charge K1 to court. So it's a reflection of the systems we have been able to build. And the problem is when you build systems like this, it's just a matter of time. It comes crashing down like a chair. And the problem is when it crashes, we start to now analyze the symptoms. When the chair falls down, we start to analyze the symptoms without looking deeply into what caused it in the first place. So it's easier for the aviation minister to say train and retrain. The question is, where is the manual at which you handle a situation like this now? As we speak, there's a training manual. Where is the manual? In a crisis like this, what are the 2-3 things you'll do? Can this airline show me that manual? When you, even in a situation where you have a plane jacking, where is the manual of how they can suppress? Where is the manual of a quick call of a security personnel? What's even the training of the security personnel on ground? Because in all of this, I only saw 1 policeman on ground though. Correct me if I'm wrong. Were there more than 2? In the end, it was still the airline's members of staff that pulled her in the car. They were the ones that effected the arrest. It wasn't the policemen. Or were those men that were wearing the airline jackets, were they police officers? No.
Ground personnel.
They were ground personnel. Was there a female officer that could have done that job there? No. Secondly, and I will go back to the positions that were given. Dr. Abati, you are the one that quotes law. Legally, can these people, I'm talking about the Airline Operators Association, place a lifetime ban? Wouldn't it be challenged in court?
It can be challenged.
It can be challenged in court.
What I said.
So unilaterally, they've quickly placed a lifetime ban. I should think that there are lawyers amongst them. And that was the argument Obani was making this morning. I should think that there are lawyers on them. You are quick to place a lifetime ban. Where is the place of the courts? So in airing, those bodies, including up to the rank of the minister, we became judge in a country where there's a court of law. Another violation. So you see, what has happened in this today is symptomatic of the system of Nigeria. We have not heard that the court has created any ruling. And we are the ones that say you are guilty until you are charged. So until you are found guilty, the court has not made any ruling. We have quickly portrayed guilt on this woman and banned her.
No, but she can go to court.
So there are many loose
fundamental human rights.
So there are many loose ends in this, which is symptomatic of the problem of Nigeria. How do we fix it? We need a cultural reset. The cultural reset will have to annoy a lot of people.
All very
My
good
point
points.
is that the administration of justice should not be selective. One law for everybody.
Very dark man. Gbogbo ìgbà la mọ̀ wípé èèyàn ò lè wà kó rí mami. But níbi tí very dark man tó ṣì ń bá lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí, a lè má lè fún ní 100%, but a lè fún ní 98 lórí nǹkan tójú bá rí, tẹ́nu ò bá sọ, ojú ti ẹnu yẹn gan pàápàá. Fún ìjọmọ ènìyàn, èyí tí very dark man tó dá sí nínú eléyìí náà, fídíò tá a fẹ́ gbé wá yìí, ìyẹn lè má fi mọ̀ wípé àní yóò Ìjẹ̀bú kọrin, Ìjẹ̀bú ìkọrin yìí, ire rénèké o, àwa re lékè o, àwa la máa lékè torí pé kí ni wọn ò rí ṣe ni. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sáré lọ gbé àwọn videos náà wá. Let's go there. Tó bá jẹ́ nígbà àkọ́kọ́ tẹ́ ẹ kọ́ ṣe alábàápàdé lórí ìkànnì wa yìí, ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá wa subscribe. Ẹ dẹ̀ má gbàgbé láti click like button. Kò ná wa ní nǹkankan, ọ̀fẹ́ ní ìgbàlà. Mo mọ̀ pé ẹlòmíì máa ti gbàgbé náà, bọ̀ ẹ ti ẹ̀ wá like. Ẹ ti ẹ̀ ro ti wípé àwa náà fi àkókò tiwa sílẹ̀ náà. Ẹ bá wa fi like, ẹ bá wa fi click like button yẹn. Ẹ dẹ̀ má gbàgbé láti bá wa taari ẹ̀ síwájú. Ẹ bá wa share ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwa náà ti ń sọ òyìnbó lẹ́nu àwọn òyìnbó tí à ń gbọ́, lẹ́nu àwọn brother wa Yorùbá science. Let's go there. Ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ. One love.
Use plane, take hits our legend, our father, our leader. Me, I didn't even know how crazy this whole thing was until I see this clip where K1 the ultimate, they try run away from the plane. Now, when I know how crazy the thing is. Now, in as much as I respect K1 the ultimate as a leader, as a father, as a pioneer, and a big music legend, the truth needs to be said. The truth needs to be said. To be very honest, if not advanced country we did, therefore detain K1 the ultimate for putting his own life at risk and putting the life of the people where they inside that plane at risk. How? Imagine as that plane they turn, the fan, that propeller, that plane fan can't blow K1 the ultimate, or it can't draw K1 the ultimate, it can't cut him. Or imagine as the woman, the pilot, tried to dodge K1 the ultimate, she can't run, go hit another plane, then boom, fire. Therefore, putting the lives of those people in that plane at risk. Just imagine. They're supposed to detain K1 the ultimate. Now, a lot of people don't understand something. You see, flight business is a business of time. They use time to work. The people that schedule their flights, they scheduled it 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, it's time. And they expect to leave by that time. The people that own the airline, they are using time to make their money. Because they have distances and they have locations that they are supposed to go to in a day to make their money to run the airline. So they need time. So K1 the ultimate standing in front of that plane is obviously stepping on other people's rights. Some people on that plane have a life-changing opportunity that they are scheduled for. Some people might be going somewhere for medical attention. But because K1 stood in the front of the plane, they couldn't meet up with that time. Again, to K1 the ultimate. What you did yesterday, as a father, now you make I know if you talk with your own talk. But as a father, if you cannot abide by the rules of the commercial plane, you should fly a PJ. You should fly a PJ. We all know if you not fly with plane, now know. Plane get rules. There are some things you can't take into the plane, like alcohol, even water. Even water, anything where it cause explosion. Or anything where go feel make if explosion happen, the fire go be bigger. You can't take it in the plane. That's why if they come inside with rubber, they'll say no, drop it. If you are coming in with spray, they'll say drop it. Alcohol, drop it. So immediately they say drop it. If you drop them. K1 the ultimate, if not advanced country, They go detain them. Not just detain them, they'll carry and go mental facility. Go check if they're mentally stable. Because if they are telling you that this thing you want to bring into the plane is going to be a danger to everybody in the plane, and you insisted that you take it in, not just that, you decide to stand in front of the plane, that the plane will not move. It is pride and ego. The people that failed more, now those security, they're supposed to bundle and come out. But I understand it. Nigeria is a country where we say, if person is a celebrity, you say the person there above the law. Why in advanced country, they use celebrities as example? That's why I say that they arrest some celebrities for America for driving under influence. Even if they hit person or not, they will use it to example to others. But Nigeria, police go see celebrity, you don't want to do anything. They go to help celebrities, they cover their evil deeds. K1 the ultimate. If you cannot abide by the commercial rules, make him book PJ. Even PJ, there are some things you can't take into the PJ. There are some things you can't take into the PJ. Me, I be no even talk, right? But as I can't see this particular video, some people start to post because I hear say aviation don't give K1 the ultimate 6 months ban. Shout out to Festus Keyamo and his people for doing that, because that's the right thing to do. I hear say they give a 6-month ban instead of Nigerians to also put a voice and to create awareness that please always abide by the aeroplane rules. They start to bring videos of K1 the ultimate. When K1 the ultimate, they talk to Tinubu, then they laugh, saying that person they won't carry, and you want Nigeria to grow. See the video.
All about sister long, you know, I show. Why am I meeting one now? Amisa. Àmì àkànbí wọn náà pẹ́ fún mi. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Ọlọ́run ní bí ajẹ́ o.
Àmì ìgbà tí wọ́n wà mẹ́ẹ̀ láwọn ìyá ṣe máa jẹ mí. Ìwọ president, bàbá mi president, ìyá máa jẹ mí ní Nàìjíríà ilé ìkọ́. Ìṣe Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n mú dání. No, ìyá oníjàmọ̀ kú àwọn mẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ìjọba aṣíwájú náà. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Safe trip back home, sir.
So the fact that he knows President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, does that mean he should put the life of people in danger because of his pride and his ego? He's a father, he's a leader. We love and respect him, but we have to call a spade a spade. And to the people where they ginger and they share all these things, you don't want Nigeria to grow. You don't want Nigeria to grow. They go tell you, now go enter plane. They go tell you, now say, switch off your mobile phone or put it on airplane mode. Some people go see they press their phone. These people are trying to tell you that, oh, there are some signals that your phone go intercept. Maybe if they won't fly, you know the air. You never abide by those rules. You never. And I want me Nigeria grow. Now make I even call give you like they want this one, I don't even tell you now. When they come from Turkey, as we go greet to see me, Galatasaray, the win cup. So coming back from Turkey, something happened. I did for front of the boarding gates. I did wait because me, I like when we say, okay, I did airport, that long queue, I will just sit down. I want to be the last person to just enter the plane and go and sit down. So while we were waiting, some Nigerians come, very dark man, they'll snap picture. Me and my guy Gideon are in there with the gist. They'll snap picture, they go enter, they'll snap picture, they'll enter. So towards the end, when the queue was now reducing, they say final boarding. That was when 3 Nigerian girls came. When they came over, very dark man, we took pictures. But the queue was still a little bit more. We took pictures. Then they said, oh, we need to go and pee. My friend said, it's final boarding call. You cannot go and pee now. When you get on the plane, you pee. But I looked at the queue. It was still remaining about 10 persons. Then I said, you people, you can go and pee now and quickly come back. Then we'll be the last to enter. So there were 3 girls. 2 of them decided to go and pee. They left their bags and their passports with their sister. While my friend was there, I said, okay, myself, I won't go pee. All of us, they go. The girls go like this. Me, I go like this. As I piss, they come outside, I see the girls for queue for their own women toilet. Then I passed, I came back. When I came back, the queue was now remaining like 2. They've already announced final boarding. Then I told them, I said, okay, you know what? Let's just go to the booths. Do you understand? They start busing, then we'll wait there and let them know that our sisters are coming. Then they say, okay, no problem. We went, boom, you can enter, boom, my friend, you can enter, boom, the sister can enter. Kept on waiting for these girls. They were nowhere to be found. Already, everybody had passed, so just us. We started calling their phone. They were not picking. We begged for 1 minute. Those people said, no problem. We started to call their phone, they know they pick. We called and called and called. We thought of going to go and call them. The people there said, the Oyibo said, you people can't leave. You can't leave, please. Let them come. We waited and they did not come. Finally, we now saw them coming. We just sighted them close to the restroom. We sighted them from afar. Say, oh, they are coming, they are coming. Oh yeah, let's go. The man just said, if you touch the plane, we are going to call the police. Then I started explaining. I said, bro, that I wouldn't have been able to leave because these are Nigerians. I can't leave my people here. That please, you should let us in. He said, did I not tell you to enter? I said, yes, but I can't leave my people here. And also their passport is with their sister. So how do we leave them and just go? He said he doesn't care. I was now begging. And I said, if you don't leave there now, we'll call the police. By this time, those girls were now approaching. For anything, I saw the throw us. Boom. Then they came. They said, what's up? Let's go in. We said we missed our flight. They were like, are you guys serious? Stop joking. I said, we missed our flight. The sister said, yes. She's like, oh my God. How? What happened? So we kept on trying to call you. You were not picking. They checked their phone and they saw the missed. They were like, oh, we are sorry. But you people would have gone. I said, if you had come out here and met your bag on the ground, obviously nobody will steal your bag. If you had met your bag here and you didn't see all of us, how would you feel? Your fellow Nigerians betraying you abroad in a no man's land. We can't leave you. They go, how you will feel? She now said, oh yeah, that's true. Guess what happened? We went back to reschedule again for the next day. Me, because of the flexi booking, I paid $130. They paid over $1,600. My friend paid about $300 and something. The craziest part now was that it was a single entry to Turkey. So we'll not even go back to the airport because they've already stamped us in. We cannot leave the airport. Another one. Before coming to a Nigerian man, we say, oh, it's possible for you guys to leave. Go back to the immigration. We went to the immigration. I called Osime. This one happened. I showed them, say, Osime, I invite us with Galatasaray. It's Galatasaray. Oh, yeah, Galatasaray. No problem. They check everything. Okay. If not for that Galatasaray invite, maybe we for the deal. At the end of the day, we left. When we left the next day. So, Oyibo know the play. If now Oyibo, K1 the ultimate, they'll carry on. Mental facility and they'll detain them. See, they put the life of others at risk over his pride. But here we are in Nigeria. I beg. Make we always talk to me Nigeria grow. More they leave sentiment aside. Yes, the value jet lady for weight. You understand? But again, flights work by time. Time is their money. Time is money with flight, with airline. She was under pressure. Anyways, shout out to ValueJet because to be very honest, ValueJet they try for Nigeria or no go.
Tẹ́ ẹ kọ́ ṣe alábàápàdé lórí ìkànnì wa yìí. Ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá wa subscribe. Ẹ dẹ̀ má gbàgbé láti click like button. Kò ná wa ní nǹkankan ọ̀fẹ́ ní ìgbàlà. Mo mọ̀ pé lómi máa ti gbàgbé náà. Bó ẹ tiẹ̀ wá like. Ẹ ti ẹ̀rọ ti wí pé àwa náà fi àkókò tiwa sílẹ̀ náà. Ẹ bá wa fi like. Ẹ bá wa fi click like button yẹn. Ẹ dẹ̀ má gbàgbé láti bá wa taari ẹ̀ síwájú. Ẹ bá wa share ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo rò pé gbogbo wa láti rí ìtàgbé wa lọ́jọ́ títí òní. Ojú wo lẹ fi wò ó? Gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí Very Dark Man àti Dr. Abati and so on and so forth tó ń sọ nípa nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí. Ìgbà tí mò ń gbọ́ nǹkan tí Very Dark Man tó ń sọ báyìí, mo ló dàbí pé ó ń gba inú mi sọ̀rọ̀ ni. Lórí ìkànnì kan tí mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ ní ọjọ́ tí kinní tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan wípé tó bá jẹ́ nílùú òyìnbó ni K1 ò lè lọ́lé ní ọjọ́ yẹn, kò possible, gbogbo wa la mọ̀. Ó wá ṣe fídíò apology yẹn. Okay, ẹni tó ń mú yìí ń sìn ọ̀hún tí ìgbédé court kí má tún máa repeat nǹkan tí Dr. Abati tó ti sọ ọ̀hún nǹkan tí Mr. Oseni tóun náà ti sọ ọ̀hún tí ìgbédé court tí ṣe ní procedure dẹ̀ ti dájọ́ straight torí pé ọmọ ẹni tí ò lè níyàn ẹni tí ò lè níyàn ìyà jẹ gbé ní Nàìjíríà. Ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá wa like fídíò yìí. Ẹ má gbàgbé láti bá wa fi comment sí yín sílẹ̀. gbogbo nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni mo rò pé bóyá àwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ti cover. Tí n bá ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ní kí n máa sọ nǹkan kan bí ìgbà tí mò ń repeat ni, inú mi dùn pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tí mo gbọ́ ní ẹnu àwọn ẹni yìí. Ẹ bá wa share ètò yìí, ẹ bá wa share. No going back ni o, ojú òní tiwa. God bless you. One love. Bye for now.